Welcome to Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. This evening we feature Dunninger, the Mentalist, an American broadcast known for its live challenges and skeptical observers. And here's an unusual bit of trivia. Dunninger was so confident in his abilities that he invited anyone, even magicians, to try duplicating his feats under identical conditions. No one ever succeeded. Now settle in and let the mystery unfold.
Rebroadcast for the American Armed Forces and their allies, the Master Mentalist, Dunninger. Good evening, everyone. Tell me, friends, are you ready? Are you thinking? Fine. I get someone that is concentrating his or her mind upon a name. I get the name of Ruth, R-U-T-H, and a birthday attached thereto. Where does that come from, please? R-U-T-H, the lady on the right side of the auditorium, about the 45th row. As I'm speaking, a young man with a microphone is on his way up to the lady. It takes a few moments for him to get there. Young lady, is that your own name, perchance?
No, my daughter's.
Your daughter's name. Are you concentrating your mind upon her birthday? Is that correct?
Right.
Was she born in April?
Right.
Upon the 21st day?
No.
31st?
No.
No, there aren't any 30. Wait a moment. I get a 2 and I get a 1. It's the second day of April.
No, it's the 6th.
The 6th. Oh, I'm sorry that you told me. You see, there is someone near you there. I got the name and I got the month correct. But there is someone near you there that is cutting in on your mental line. There's someone thinking of Pat O'Farrell. Where does that come from, please? You see, it's the gentleman directly in front of you. Are you so thinking of Pat O'Farrell?
That's correct.
Is that your own name, perchance?
Correct.
You want me to give you your address, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that your business address you're thinking about?
It is.
Would that be Fifth Avenue?
Correct.
The numbers, numerals, 522?
That's correct.
I thank you.
Dunninger, before you go on, let me introduce tonight's judges to our audience. You know, listeners, each week we invite well-known personages to attest to the authenticity of Dunninger's performance. Now, first of all, a lovely lady, the sister of Guy Lombardo and vocalist with his band, Rosemarie Lombardo. Next, the author of that thrilling expose, the phenomenal bestseller, Undercover, John Roy Carlson. And now, an author, producer, headliner of stage and screen, and the star of Boots Aircraft Nut Corporation's radio program, Wide Horizons, Eddie Dowling.
Well, my actions will certainly be well covered tonight. Miss Lombardo, Mr. Carlson, Mr. Dowling, all three of you, please, watch me closely. I receive an impression of someone in the audience that is asking for a name, the initials of which are M.P. Mike is the first name. Well, the lady about the 15th row, the center of the studio. 15th row. Mike Peterson. Would that be accurate, young lady?
That's correct.
Are you likewise thinking of an address?
Right.
Is that Mike's address?
Right.
You know Mike's address.
Yes.
Why are you asking me about it? I'd like to know whether I know it or not.
Tell me.
Does he reside at number 9 Prospect Park?
West.
Park West.
Correct.
Were you thinking of a dog as well?
Correct.
Is that Mike? Is Mike
That
the dog?
is Mike.
Oh, Mike?
Yes.
I see. Mike is the dog. Well, that's quite a swanky name for Mike, a full name and an address. That is your dog's name in full.
That's correct.
Thank you. What lady or gentleman was thinking of the quotation, or perhaps the title of the book? I'm not certain which. This above all. Well, does that come from, please? Gentleman in the center of the auditorium, about the 15th row. Is that your thought, sir?
Yes, it is.
Is the other thought you have in mind associated with the first, or are they two separate thoughts?
No, it's just the quotation from
Just
somebody I'd like you to think about.
Oh, I see. Well, is the rest of that quotation, to thine own self be true?
Right.
I thank you. Who is thinking of Mark, M-A-R-C? Where does that name come from? The lady about the, I should say the 22nd row? A young lady, is that your son's name, perchance?
No.
Anyone in the family?
Yes.
Is that J-A-R-T-M-A-N?
Right.
Jartman?
Yes.
Is your question, what school does he attend?
Yes.
Would that be Mentalist School?
That's right.
Is that in Mentalist, New York?
Mm-hmm.
I thank you. Who is thinking of Dr. Gordon? Dr. Gordon, the lady in the fourth row,
Yes.
left side of the auditorium. Is Dr. Gordon Groom?
Gruber.
Gruber.
Yes.
See, I'm only 90% accurate. I make mistakes. You recognize that fact. Of course, I'm not infallible. Does the doctor reside in Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
You want me to give you the exact address?
Yes.
Do you know it?
Yes.
You do. Would it be Lawn Avenue?
No.
Is that close?
No.
Is it Con Avenue?
Connecticut Avenue.
Connecticut Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
number 2900.
That's right.
I think. Who among you was saying, was my husband with a sick friend last Monday night? The lady in the very back row. Madam, I believe sincerely that your husband was with a sick friend last Monday night. My, oh my, such trust must be deserved. Who among you is thinking of 13 years old? 13 years old, the lady on the left side of the studio of the 10th row. Is that your thought, young lady?
Pardon?
Was that what you were thinking about?
Yes.
Perfect. Who among you was thinking of number 46? Bangor, B-A-N-G-O-R. Bangor. That's yours, young lady.
Yes, it was.
Is that Bangor Street?
Yes. You
Is
know
that in Springfield?
it is?
Is this number you have in mind, number 41?
Yes, it is. You know what I mean by that number?
Do I know what you mean by that number? No, my dear lady, my time is limited, and I truly would like to work it out, but I'd like to get some more impressions. You have another number in mind, number 8.
Yes.
I don't know what you mean by that one either. I simply know that you're thinking about it. Thank you very much.
That's my home address number, and the 41 is my husband's age.
Fine. I'll try and remember that. Thank you very much. What is my favorite nephew doing now? Well, here we go to favorite nephews. Whose thought is that, please? Where does it come from? Do raise your hand rapidly. Very well. Who is thinking of Rhinelander 4 phone number, unquestionably? That's part of it. Who is thinking of a Rhinelander number? The lady on the right side of the 32nd or 33rd row. Is that your own number, young lady?
Yes, that's right.
Your own number.
That's right.
Is that Rhinelander 48571?
That's correct.
This other number you had in mind originally, and then you changed your mind to this one. Would that be a serial number?
No.
What type of number is that, please?
An army number?
The one you've discarded. An
Yes,
army
sir.
number?
That's right.
Have you it memorized?
Yes.
I believe I can read that because, Mr. Weiss, you see, there's no address or anything attached to it. Would you rather I don't? You'd rather I wouldn't. It's an army number, young lady, so if you don't mind, I'd rather pass that up.
All right.
George Weiss imagines, and
Thank you.
righteously so, that it might be too helpful to those that we wouldn't choose to help.
All right.
Thank you so much for standing. Who among you is thinking of the number 8 King Street? The lady about the 15th row. Is that your thought, young lady?
Yes.
Are you thinking of PC?
Right.
And is there someone near you thinking of Sal Fiddleman or Feidelman? Way back, about the 60th row on the right side of the auditorium. Is that your thought, young lady?
Yes.
That your boyfriend's name?
Yeah, he's my husband.
Oh, he's your boyfriend then, isn't he?
You said it.
I did say it, yes. You asked me if I could tell you when he was born, is that
Yes.
right? Do you know when he was born?
Absolutely. Well, from what he tells me.
Oh, from what he tells me. Well, you think of the date that he told you, and I'll see if I can get the date rather through your thoughts. No wonder I get confused at times. Are you thinking of 1914?
Yes.
He told you that.
Yes.
He told you he was born in July, is that correct?
Yes.
On the 19th day.
That's right.
I thank you.
Well, how's the super sleuth doing, Mr. Carlson?
Oh, magnificently. So far, I'm stumped. But in my work, I've met plenty of mystery in searching for the facts.
Well, Mr. Carlson, you never can tell when a fact or a mystery or vice versa will turn up. Or can you, Mr. Dowling?
Well, you know, Dunninger, I'm of a mystical race myself. The Irish are people of banshees and leprechauns. For example, once there was a little man in County Kerry, and he led a little life. And one day he began to pack a little bag. And his friend said to him, what are you packing the bag for? Where are you going? And the little man said, I'm packing my bag. I'm going to go to Connemara. And his friend said, you mean you're going to Connemara, God willing? And he said, I mean, I'm going to Connemara. So God changed him into a frog and put him in a frog pond and kept him there for 7 years. And then God changed him back again, and what did the little man do? Well, right away he began to pack his little bag again. And his friends again said, what are you doing? Where are you going? And he said, I'm packing my bag. I'm going to Connemara. And they said, you mean you're going to Connemara, God willing? And the little Irishman said, I mean, I'm going to Connemara or back to the frog pond.
Thank you, Mr. Dowling, for that story. Certainly proves that there are many things that you just can't figure out. And Miss Lombardo?
Well, I've been trying to read Dunninger's thoughts, but it's no use. I'm just going to ask him.
Ask him what?
His favorite song. My brother sent me over here to find out. Guy wants to play it on his musical autographs program Saturday.
Why, Miss Lombardo, if you'll concentrate, you'll find that it's an old favorite. The very thought of you, and no puns intended. Do you know it?
Yes, and it's a grand song.
Will you sing it?
I will indeed, if John Gart will play chorus for me. The very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king. And foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love.
With us tonight is Robert P. Shaw, director of the Museum of Science and Industry here in the RCA building, where the latest developments in science and industry are shown. Last week, Mr. Shaw had Ginny Sims, Robert Believe It or Not Ripley, John Roy Carlson, and Eddie Dowling lock several articles in a steel strong box. Next, the locked strong box was set and soldered in lead to prevent any X-rays. But that wasn't all. The lead box was then sealed in stone, a stone as big as a cornerstone, which has been on exhibit all week at the New York Museum of Science and Industry. Now, that stone is now on the stage. This is the toughest experiment Dunninger has ever attempted. First, he will attempt to reveal the concealed contents, and then we will break the block open and check the result of the experiment. All right, Dunninger.
I'd like to ask a question or two of Mr. Robert P. Shaw, who's kind enough to come forward tonight and aid us in this experiment.
Dunninger.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You made a mighty fine job of this procedure, sir. The block is truly a masterful creation. And would you tell us a bit about it, sir, please?
Well, Mr. Dunninger, these 4 judges that you intruded upon us about a week ago came into my office.
Yes?
And they brought 4 parcels with them.
I see.
We got a steel box. You were not content with the steel box. We encased it with lead.
See?
And my assistant, Mr. Thorson, put it in stone.
I see, sir.
Now, Mr. Dunninger, if you can guess what is in that stone, I give up.
I see. Well, Mr. Shaw, I'm frank to admit I cannot guess what is inside, but I will attempt to read the thoughts of the 3 judges, and if they will aid me, I believe that I will be able to some degree to analyze the contents of that stone, whatever one might choose to call it, this stone structure.
Well, I would like to say this, Mr. Dunninger, that I know positively that you have no knowledge of the articles that is in that stone block.
I thank you, sir. I thank you, Mr. Shaw. Now, one question, only one question of my judges. Have I asked you a single question relative to the contents of the stone block, or have you been asked to write or make any memorandums of anything pertaining to its contents?
No, sir.
Perfect. Now, will you kindly concentrate your minds, as definitely as you can, visualize, if you will, in picture form, the first item which has been placed inside that block. Visualize it clearly, please. I get an impression of what seems to be a sort of disc. I'd call it a disc for a moment. That is the property of Mr. Dowling, Mr. Eddie Dowling's property. It seems to be a religious medal. Is that correct so far?
Correct.
Upon one side of the medal is an image of Christ.
That's right.
Upon the reversed side of the medal is a image of the Virgin Mary.
Absolutely correct.
That is the item, the object which you, sir, have secreted inside the block.
Exactly.
I thank you. I now receive an impression of a rather unique type of thing for a rather unique type of experiment. Is it likely that you have placed a sort of hat, a sort of pillbox helmet inside the block? Would that be correct?
The hat part is correct.
Is it a helmet? Is it a pillbox helmet?
No, not quite.
Not quite.
Concentrate, Eddie.
Well, is it something? I get the name Jimmy Sims associated with it.
That's right.
Is it not a headpiece that he has worn? No. That's as close as I can get to that. I guess it's black. It looks like a hat. It's a pillbox effect, and I get the name of Jimmy Sims connected with it.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
That part is accurate.
That's right.
Remember that I'm only 90% accurate, because you have already begun, all 3 of you, to concentrate your minds. And just forgive this interruption a moment. Think hard, please. Are you breaking in on a thought here, Miss Lombardo, of your husband's birthday? Did you decide upon that, and did that mix into this at all? In a way. Were you thinking of 1910?
That's correct.
Was he born on February 10th?
That's right.
Forgive the intrusion, but I had to clear that before I get you very clearly on the rest of it. Now, this last item, there is one more. Mr. Shaw told us there were 4, but my impression is there are 3 inside the stone block.
Oh, there are more than 3 and there are more than 4.
More than 4. Well, I can only read another one because I haven't the time.
All right.
So many did Ripley place a tongue scraper inside that box?
Right.
A tongue scraper.
That's right.
Would it be correct if I stated it was made of silver, a silver tongue scraper with a chain attachment and a carved handle? Is that accurate?
That's right.
Yeah. I thank you. I think that...
Now, Dunninger, this is for the benefit of the radio audience who are listening in. Of course, we have a large studio audience here in the studio who can see the proceedings on the stage. This large stone block, about the size of a cornerstone, as I said before, is now being broken open with the aid of hammer, coal chisel, and an acetylene torch that is being lighted over here to the side of the stage. I'm ducking a little bit to get out of the way of the flying splinters. You can hear the pounding of the hammers. Gentlemen, you'll have to hurry. We aren't making much progress. We have to get this open before we get off the air, you know. I might as well mention the names of the gentlemen who are doing all this work while we're standing around watching them. They are Hans Thorson, George Calden, and Louis Holly. Oh, they're making very good progress now. They have most of the stone off the top of the block. Splinters coming my direction again. The stone is off, and now they have the strong box, and they're taking it over. This strong box, incidentally, has been sealed in lead over the metal of the box. They're putting on asbestos gloves and applying the acetylene torch to the box now. I'm turning around to the other side of the microphone so the audience may see what is going on better. The acetylene torch is slowly melting the lead, which covers this strong box entirely. That was done, incidentally, so that it could not be X-rayed. Gentlemen, you'll have to hurry up because we only have a few more minutes before we get off the air, and we do want to find out what is inside of that box.
Well,
of course, we know.
Interesting. I'm more than certain that the verification made by our judges has already convinced this audience that I have read its contents accurately, but it's only a matter of moments now before the lid will be completely from off the top of the box, and then we will all be able to see for ourselves. They made a perfect job of it. It would have been creditable to the ancient Egyptian method of entombing a mummy. It seems to me that from the way the thing was put together, it was the intention of those that created it to never have it opened again. We're making some progress now.
They've got all one side open there, Dunninger. They're coming up on the other side, and they have one more side to open so that they get the top of the box open. You see, this lead is pretty thick, apparently, on here.
Yes, it is. Very, very thick. Well, if it isn't too hot to handle, it is likely that the objects could be brought out from the top of the box for identification or for verification.
There's one more side.
One more side to go.
This acetylene torch is melting the lead down, but it seems to be rather slow work. The gentlemen are... I believe everyone in the audience in the studio can see what's going on.
The audience are standing to their
people are standing
feet,
up.
hundreds of them, to see what is taking place on this platform.
Dunninger, that lead is awful thick on this side here. Look how slow it melts.
Yes, it's melting rather slowly.
They really encased that box so that no one could ever see inside of it by means of X-ray or otherwise. Well, the three gentlemen almost have the cover open now because the lead is melted all the way up the two sides.
The tongue scraper, the chain, and the hat have been removed. My analysis was more than 90% accurate.
Well, that certainly was a blockbuster, Dunninger. How did you like it, Miss Lombardo?
Like it. I loved it.
And how did you do, Mr. Carlson? Did you find the secret?
No, he's still a mystery to me. Just put Dunninger in the intelligence service, and nothing will be undercover for him.
Well, thank you, Mr. Carlson. Mr. Dowling?
Oh, it's the most amazing thing that I've ever seen, and I just want Dunninger to know that all my Irish ancestors and all the banshees certainly loved it. We got a tremendous kick out of it.
Thank you, Rosemarie Lombardo, John Carlson, and Eddie Dowling. Next week, the judges will be
Shannon Walker, noted columnist of the New York Daily News.
Jerry Wayne, one of America's top-notch singers. Jean Muir, star of stage, screen, and radio.
And Dunninger will attempt a novel mental miracle whereby one of the judges will endeavor, through Dunninger's influence, to read the thoughts of the other judges.
Dunninger, the Master Mentalist, was rebroadcast for the American Armed Forces and their allies. And now, the storyteller. Listen as a tale unfolds.
Here is tonight's story, Footsteps to Fame. One winter's morning some 30 years ago, Alfred, a young Wisconsin farmer, heavily fortified against the cold with reefer, tippet, galoshes, and skating cap, went out into the forest to chop wood for the kitchen fire. He was swinging away lustily when the axe struck his foot. Oh! Through the gash in the galosh there was a spurt of crimson. Petrified at the sight of his blood, Alfred dropped his axe and continued howling with pain. No one appeared at his cries. He looked about him for human help, but found he was surrounded only by silent, snow-covered fields and wind-swept trees. His heart tightened with fear. He had to get back. He had to get back. If he stayed here, he would bleed to death. He might not be missed until dinner time, and when his family came to look for him, it would be too late. Propelled by the instinct of self-preservation, Alfred turned his axe into a cane and hobbled slowly and painfully across the icy fields to his house. He dared not look down, for he knew he would faint at the spectacle of his trail of blood spreading in the snow. Once inside of the house, Alfred gathered his fast-ebbing strength and yelled, "Help! Help!" At the sound of his voice, his family came running, and he collapsed in their arms. They carried him the rest of the way. Once in the house, his mother rushed to the phone to call the doctor. Bracing himself for the task, his father removed the lacerated galosh, while the young man, secure in the excitement he had caused, gave himself up weakly to his father's care. But he was startled out of his easy state when his father leaped up with the galosh in his hand and called out, "Hang up the receiver, Mother. Never mind about that call. We don't need the doctor." Mother turned slowly, her anxious voice trailing off soundlessly as she replaced the earpiece. "No doctor?" she asked. Alfred sat up. "No doctor?" he echoed in mute protest. "No doctor," the father heartily affirmed. And then Alfred's father laughed with relief. "There's nothing wrong with your foot, son. The axe didn't even go through your stocking." "But what about the blood? There was so much blood, I saw it," cried the young man, gazing at his foot in amazement. "Only the red flannel lining in your galosh. Why, that was as good a performance of a wounded soldier as I've ever seen in my life. With an imagination like that, you don't belong on a farm. You ought to be on the stage." In the intervening years, the young farmer learned how to convert the fertility of his imagination into a career that brought him worldwide fame. For the young lad whose genuine reaction to a bogus foot wound accidentally set him on his illustrious path to fame in the theater became one of the most popular leading men of the contemporary American stage. Alfred Lunt.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Well, folks, that's it for this episode here at Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. Before we wrap up, it's worth noting that Randy dedicates countless hours to restoring and editing every single show before it's uploaded for your listening pleasure. Our goal is to preserve these old-time radio treasures and make them sound as clear and warm as the day they were first broadcast. If you'd like to support his hard work and help keep these classic shows coming, any donation, big or small, is sincerely appreciated. You'll find donation links in the description below. Or if a QR code appears on your screen, simply point your phone's camera at it and follow the prompts. Randy sincerely thanks you in advance for helping keep these shows alive. Thanks for joining us, friends. Until next time, keep the memories warm and the stories close.